Hi, everybody. My name's Jason.
I'm Caden.
I'm Jaden.
I'm Eli.
And we are the Yahuwah and the Torah channel. And you will find us on Rumble. You'll find us on Odyssey. You'll find us on YouTube on several different channels. And we thank you guys very, very much for hanging out with us. We're just a little tiny family out in the middle of a jungle that is reading scriptures. And this is our morning reading of our scriptures. We're probably up for less than 10 minutes before we all sit down, maybe 15, before we all sit down and we break out the scriptures and we read them all with you. And so we thank you guys for being part of our family and our daily devotions. What we do as a family is we read and we discuss. And we are, how you guys doing?
Good.
Everyone alive?
Yep.
Everything cool?
I think so.
Okay. Anyone have a joke or anything?
No.
Nothing at all. Okay, well, guys, I'm going to show you something I haven't shown you before. This is the front picture of Yah Scriptures. This is not a great picture, but this is what I've been talking about for a very, very long time. This is, I guess we could say it as fighting come out, because this thing's coming in weighing at 6 pounds, 2 ounces, coming in at 103 books tall. We have an undefeated, undisputed word from our champion Moshe, coming live from the throne room of Yah. This is Yah Scriptures, and this is the fight, and this is what you have right here. This is the front of the book. This is the back of the book. You have Yahushua on the back of the book. You have Psalms 119:11. I have treasured up your word in my heart, that I might not sin against you. We're having some troubles with our shopping cart today. We're working through it right now. It'll be available for purchase whenever you can. Guys, this same scriptures that you're looking at right here, we have the availability to put one full scriptures into prisons because of the way we built this particular ministry. It is built with no payroll. It is built with no outside expenses. We're not supporting families. We're not supporting anything. The only people that we are supporting are our prisoners. So no other expenses are outside of this other than what it costs to get these to our brothers and sisters in chains. And this big old 6 pound, 2 ounce book can shed some light in the darkness. And so when you guys order one of these, you guys are putting one of these into the hands of our people, of our loved ones in chains. And so, guys, it is available right there. And this is the website and the Amazon. If you guys want to grab the smaller books are available on Amazon. And again, everybody of these proceeds go in and help us get scriptures into our brothers and sisters in chains. And everything we have is completely free. This is Yah Scriptures, single column. The very first click right here, the very top thing right here, this is the full thing that we're distributing in books. This is absolutely free of charge. The word of Yah is free. It is meant to be told. It is not meant to be sold. And so everything that we have is absolutely free of charge. You can grab this. Also, Traditions of Men is a brand new PDF book. If you guys have not read it, it goes over all of the traditions of men, the things that we have been indoctrinated into. So if you guys would like that, guys, go ahead and grab that. Now, more exciting news is that we are reading today out of our very own application. So this is the Google app, and we are eating our own dog food. We are in the book of 2nd SHEMU'EL, and so we're going to go into SHEMU'EL 19, gents. Is that what it is? 19, and you guys are seeing the app in live here. So here we go, gentlemen. Jaden, tell me about what's happening prior to this. What's happening with our homeboy David, with his people? What's going on?
His son took over the Israel. His son rose up against him, Absalom. He said he was a king. All the people followed him. He fled with a huge army. He decided to fight back at one point, but he told all the people, do not kill my son, keep him alive. We just need to get back in control. He goes, we'll bring him back in chains. And Joab found Absalom, got stuck in a tree. His long hair got stuck in these, vines or something. And his mule ran out from under him. He was dancing from it. Joab found him and killed him, stuck 3 spears through his chest, and he killed him, buried him, and David is now walked away weeping after he heard the news.
Yeah, and I was thinking about that. I actually thought about that story of Absalom all day, because it says in the one verse that he pierced his heart, right, with 3 of the spears. We talked about that, how that is possible. But then the next verse says that the dudes came up on him and cut him up. And so essentially they killed him. And so Absalom suffered to death, right? He ended up with 3 spears in his chest, because if they had hit his heart, they would have killed him, right? Who would have been over? They wouldn't have been able to run him through.
Absalom, does that forget name?
It's Joab.
Yeah.
Joab. Or he just ran him with spears and he wanted to torture them to death, right? This is the guy that was trying to take out their leader, who was trying to disrupt Yisrael. There's probably absolutely no mercy for this dude, even though he was the son of David. Okay, is everyone ready?
Yep.
Okay, 19:1. And it was reported to Joab, see, the sovereign is weeping and mourning for Absalom. So the deliverance that day was turned into mourning for all the people. For the people heard on that day, saying, the sovereign has been grieved for his son. And the people stole back into the city that day, as people who are ashamed steal away when they flee to battle. And the sovereign covered his face, and the sovereign cried out with a loud voice, "Oh, my son Absalom! Oh, Absalom, my son, my son!" And Joab came into the house to the sovereign and said, "Today you have put to shame all your servants who today have saved your life, and the lives of your sons and daughters, and lives of your wives, and the lives of your concubines, by loving those who hate you, and by hating those who love you. For you have made it clear today that you have neither commanders nor servants. For today I know that if Absalom had lived and all of us had died today, then it would be right in your eyes." All right, those are some hard words. What do you guys make of this?
He talks to the king in a way no one else does, right? He doesn't like fear David like he's gonna put him away like that.
There's like no like levels of different respect or anything like oh, my master. He'd like talk to him as like almost a friend would talk.
Is Joab right or wrong on this?
He's right.
He's right.
He's right in this part here.
That so.
He is. David also has the right to be sad for his son, but the people also fought for his life, right? He's the king. They're fighting for his kingdom back.
And if you remember a few chapters back, right, he wanted to go out to fight. They are like, "Here, we'll go fight for you. You stay up here safe," right?
Yeah.
If you see Absalom, you won't fight.
Yeah, and so, well, and that probably is it. That's probably why they said that. Did they say that? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. 7. And now, arise, go out and speak to the heart of your servants, for I swear by Yahuwah, if you do not go out, not one passes the night with you. And that is worse for you than all the evil that has come upon you from your youth until now. All right. Anyone have any idea what that means? For I swear by Yahuwah, if you do not go out, not one passes the night with you.
They're all
going to leave him.
Yeah, they won't
abandon
pass
him.
around.
So he's everyone's about to desert King David, it appears, according to Joab. 8.
God becomes king.
I don't think he would.
I don't know what the plan is on that, but
Yeah, well, it's I think this is the thing about respect, right? When somebody disses you like this, right? You're like, you get up there and go talk to these people. If not, they're going to revolt and they're going to be gone. 8. So the sovereign rose up and sat in the gate, and they told all the people, saying, "Look, the sovereign is sitting in the gate." And all the people came before the sovereign. As for Yisrael, they had fled, each one to his tent. And it came to be that all the people were contending throughout all the tribes of Israel, saying, "The sovereign delivered us from the hand of the enemies. He rescued us from the hand of the Pelishites, and now he has fled from the land because of Absalom. And Absalom, who we anointed over us, has died in battle. And now why are you silent in bringing back the sovereign?" So this is some crazy talk, right? You have different factions, different people within the civil war, right? And they're all talking about that they were all loyal to Absalom, right? And now they're like, well, we better bring back the sovereign, right? And sovereign David sent to Zadok and Abiathar the Kohen, saying, "Speak to the elders of Yehuda, saying, why are you the last to bring the sovereign back to his house, since the words of all Yisrael have come to the sovereign to his house? You are my brothers. You are my bone and my flesh. Why then are you the last to bring back the sovereign? And say to Amasa, are you not my bone and my flesh? Elohim do so to me, and more also, if you are not commander of the army before me all the days in place of Joab." All right, what just happened here? What's going on? Anyone? Jade?
So this whoever Moss is, he wants this dude to come back, I think.
And if you are not commander of the army for me all the days in place, so it sounds like Joab got replaced here, right?
Yeah, I think speaking bad, he's like the new guy.
Yeah, so you will be nailed this. I just jacked this up. Actually, I went to the next thing. So if you guys can see, this is a feature. If you go to the right or to the left, it takes you left or right. Swipe. Yes, that is a feature. Now, where are we at, guys? What verse?
You are on now 14.
14. Okay, so be careful with your swipes. "Thus he swayed the hearts of all the men of Yehuda as one man, so that they sent to the sovereign, 'Return, you and all your servants.' So the sovereign returned and came to the Yarden, and Yehuda came to Gilgal to go to meet the sovereign, to bring the sovereign over the Yarden. And Shimei, son of Gera, a Benjamite who was from Bachurim, hastened and came down with the men of Yehudah to meet sovereign David. And with him were 1,000 men of Benjamin. And Ziva, the servant of the house of Shaul, and his 15 sons, and his 20 servants with him. And they rushed over the Yarden before the sovereign. And they passed over the ford to bring over the sovereign's household, and to do what was good in his eyes. And Shimei, son of Gera, fell down before the sovereign when he had passed over the Yarden, and said to the sovereign, Do not let my master reckon wickedness to me, neither remember what wickedness your servant did on the day that my master the sovereign left Jerusalem, that the sovereign should take it to heart. Okay, so homeboy, what's happening here?
So this dude you don't do evil. Remember that I was your servant. So whoever is it, Amos talking or is this Yoav?
I don't know who's actually talking here. And they rushed over the Yarden and they passed over the ford to bring over the house. And Shimei, son of Gera. Okay, guys. Okay,
so where was Shimei? Was he on Absalom's team?
Yeah, I think he's one of their little commanders.
Yeah, because he says this, that he asked him, don't remember the stuff that I did on the day. He's like, hey, don't take it to heart. It's like, take it to heart, man. You ran against me.
Yeah, why wouldn't the sovereign come against you? You team up against him. You try to put him out of his life. So.
Right. Well, yeah, and put him out of his life as well as put him out of his kingdom for sure, and ran his thing. So basically, David's going around. People are having to cling up because Absalom fell. There's no longer the
there's now a remnant of his people he's got to deal with.
Yeah, and then they got to go before David and make this right
answer
or
for
not.
their sins.
Yeah. 20. For I, your servant, know that I have sinned, and see, I have come today, first of all, to the house of Joseph, to go down to meet my master, the sovereign. But Abishi, son of Zeruiah, answered and said, Should Shimei not be put to death for this, because he cursed the anointed of Yahuwah? And David said, What have I had to do with you, you sons of Zeruiah, that you are to be adversaries to me today?
Oh, Shimei's the guy throwing rocks at him on the way
Was
up.
that the dude?
Yeah.
Should any man be put to death in Yisrael today? For do I not know that I am sovereign over Yisrael today? So the sovereign said to Shimei, You do not die. And the sovereign swore to him. So this is funny.
Doesn't die. Yeah.
Because he swore to him that he wouldn't kill him. All right, here's the gig. I swear I won't kill you. But then later on, he has his son whack him on his deathbed.
Take this dude out.
Make sure this dude dies. So yeah, he doesn't forget this. So King David, if you're forgiving your enemies 70 times 7, King David did not do that because he took this one almost to his grave. Okay, 24. And Mephibosheth, son of Shaul, came down to meet the sovereign. And he had not attended to his feet, nor trimmed his mustache, nor washed his garments from the day the sovereign went away until the day he came back in peace. All right, what do you guys make of that? Trimming his mustache.
I guess maybe they trim their mustache. Since you're in the
Got
royal
the
house.
handlebars off the side.
Are we to make this dude only had a mustache, or you think he had a beard and he didn't trim his mustache?
Maybe going over his lips and trim his.
Maybe it was disrespectful to talk to like a sovereign with hair over your lips or something.
Maybe this is Mephibosheth. This is Jonathan's son. So.
Right, and he was all jacked up, right? And so his feet are all messed up.
But didn't he abandon?
Yeah.
Well, that's what Jade said, and I guess he did here because he's coming back.
See what he says here.
All right. So anyway, trimming his mustache. He didn't trim his mustache. Okay, and it came to be, I think you jumped that in the middle of that. And he had not attended to his feet, nor trimmed his mustache, nor washed his garments from the day the sovereign went away until the day he came back in peace. So was this guy in fasting mode, or was this guy just in unhygiene mode?
Unhygiene. I think he's in unhygiene mode.
Or depression. Maybe he got depressed or something. Maybe that stuff happens. Okay, 25. And it came to be when he had come to Jerusalem to meet the sovereign, that the sovereign said to him, Why did you not go with me, Mephibosheth? And he answered, My master, O sovereign, my servant deceived me. For your servant said, I am saddling a donkey for myself to ride on it and go to the sovereign, because your servant is lame. And he spoke slander against your servant to my master the sovereign. But my master the sovereign is as a messenger of Elohim. Therefore do what is good in your eyes. All right, did this guy just lie, or is this true? Do you think that somebody...
I don't know.
Imagine the servant that joined with David just sitting right there the entire time. He's like, this liar.
This didn't happen at all. So, and go on it, because did he take off with the donkey? Is that it? For your servant said, I am saddling a donkey for myself to ride on and go to the sovereign. So that dude took the donkey and left
I think Mephibosheth's lying here because he stuck around. I don't think
this is like a lie. You're not going to beat up the handicap.
Yeah, I think so, because what David says next.
Okay. 28. For all my father's house were but dead men before my master the sovereign. Yet you put your servant among those who eat at your own table. Therefore, what right have I still to cry out any more to the sovereign? Then the sovereign said to him, Why do you speak any more of your matters? I have said, you and Ziba share the land. And Mephibosheth said to the sovereign, Rather let him take it all, since my master the sovereign has come back in peace to his own house. And Barzillai, the Gileadite, came down from Rogilim and passed over the Yarden with the sovereign to send him on his way over the Yarden. And Barzillai was a very aged man, 80 years old, and he has sustained the sovereign while he was dwelling at Machanaim, for he was a very rich man. And the sovereign said to Barzillai, pass over with me, and I shall provide for you, with me in Jerusalem. But Barzillai said to the sovereign, how many are the days of my life that I should go up with the sovereign to Jerusalem? I am now 80 years old. Do I discern between the good and evil? Does your servant taste what I eat or what I drink? Do I still hear the voice of singing men and singing women? Why then should your servant be a further burden to my master, the sovereign? You know, this sounds like old age sucks. It really does. If I have this to look forward to at 80 years old, not being able to discern between good and evil, if I can't taste what eats or drinks, I can't hear the voice of singing men or women, man, old age is rough. So all of you guys out there that are in your maturity years, shout out. Sounds tough. Okay, 36. Your servant would only pass over the Yarden with the sovereign for a short distance. And why should the sovereign repay me with such a reward? Please let your servant turn back again to die in my own city, near the burying place of my father and mother. But here is your servant, Kimham. Let him pass over with my master the sovereign, and do for him what is good in your eyes. And the sovereign answered, Kimham is passing over with me, and let me do for him what is good in your eyes. Now whatever you choose of me, I do for you. Then all the people went over the Yarden, and when the sovereign had passed over, the sovereign kissed Barzillai and Barachim, and he returned to his own place. And the sovereign passed over Gilgal to Kimham, passed over to Gilgal, and Kimham passed over with him. And all the people of Yehudah brought the sovereign over, and half the people of Yisrael. And see, all the men of Yisrael were coming to the sovereign. And they said to the sovereign, why have our brothers, the men of Yehudah, stolen you away and brought the sovereign and his household and all David's men with him over the Yarden? And all the men of Yehudah answered the men of Yisrael, because the sovereign is our relative. And why have you displeased over this matter? And why are you displeased over this matter? Have we at all eaten at the sovereign's cost, or has he given us any gift? And the men of Yisrael answered the men of Yehudah and said, we have 10 parts in the sovereign, and in David too. We have more than you. Why then did you despise us? Was it not our advice first to bring back our sovereign? But the words of the men of Yehudah were harsher than the words of the men of Yisrael. All right, so we have two different tribes. Two different sanctions right here. We have two different splits. We have all these tribes. We have the 12 tribes of Israel, right? But they've split into the northern and southern kingdoms right here. And so you have basically these two factions that one faction went to Absalom and split from David and decided David wasn't going to be their king. And then you have these other people who were loyal to him and this thing. And now he's trying to bring back these kingdoms, trying to get back into the rule, and the people that did bad, they're all trying to get in good, and it's just kind of a mess right now. So, anything from you guys? You guys have anything at all, Eli?
No.
Your 5 words have expired. Can you get more than 5 words in today? That's it.
Probably not.
7. All right, everybody. We hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for everything. We're out.
All right. Shalom.